Page 39 or anywhere you see a blank page is fine. Test checklist, conversions. I will say minimal. This is really just found, honestly, maybe there will be one or two standalones, but they're usually like embedded in a question, okay? So you will do some converting, but it's definitely focus on, right? I will say that 1 cubic yard has 27 cubic feet. 1 cubic yard has 9 square feet. Things like that. Those are definitely, I would say, worth adding. Oh, this is a cube here, folks. Just make sure you get that right. These are definitely worth having on your study sheet for the exam as well. And make sure you have those. And then just surface area and volumes of composite shapes with holes or truncated, right? If something is cut off, it's truncated, stacked, whatever. Just make sure. So some examples, right? The classic cone with a hemisphere, right? You've got a cone with a cylinder. I don't know if you want to do I'm going to do a box here. And some of you are going to look a lot nicer than mine. But right, just a hole right through it like this. You could have a cylinder stacked on top of another cylinder. We've done some of those. I would say the test is inspired by what you have on in your booklet, but not exclusive. I do come up, like I use what you've learned and I try to see if I extend this, would you be able to do that as well? I think I'm going to write down triangular prisms, right? Just remember that. Remember that volume is always area of base times height in general. Painting, covering, a liner, etc. You should be thinking total surface area. If it's excavation, filling, gravel, soil, etc., you're thinking total volume. Another hint, guys, another hint is if something is sold in by square footage or square yards, it's area. You have to find the area or surface area. If something is sold in cubic units, it's volume, right? So that's another giveaway. Remember, Renos projects determine total surface area or volume, then find how many units you need to purchase. round. Only then, only when you're ready to come up with how many units you need to purchase, that's when you round. In the meantime, you're not rounding, you're not rounding, you're not rounding. You just keep everything in the loop, okay? But then round. So cost is number of units times, obviously, the cost, price per unit. You multiply this by 1.12 or multiply this by 1.05. I hope that you mean that you know that those arrows means to the entire thing. I hope you don't mean that just the number of units by 1.12 and just the price. It's just like that whole box. Once you figure out the cost, there should be 12% tax, and this is 5% tax. Those are really the only two options when it comes to rentals. There is no 7%. There is no PST only, right? It's either both or just GST for services. Maybe I'll say this. Watch for hemispheres, quarter of cylinder. You know what? Quarter or half. Like, you know, I know you know what I'm, if you did your homework, watch for quarter or half cylinder situations. Don't mix up spheres with cylinders, right? Spheres have like, it will either tell you, or cylinders they have basically like circles at the top and bottom, like their bases or their tops, but they don't have like a sphere at the bottom. So watch for that. Anything else that I can think of here? Just be methodical, show your work, right? Break it down. Basically what we've been doing this whole week. Okay. I'm going to stop there. So if you want to review, I will give you an old quiz. I will say just do the major projects. Projects A to, let me just check, is it A to F? Yeah. A to F, and go over old ACs. Okay. I wanted you to do this in class, and I'm still going to give it to you because I think it's worth it. AC with quarter cylinder. This one is, I think it's pretty cool. Also from an old exam, but I always change it because I don't want you to see the exact same. Is there anything else? I think that's good.